Hello, everyone. So in this video, we're going to talk about the traveling salesman problems. And what's the idea here? So, well, you have a traveler and you have some sites. And you want to think of those sites as maybe cities that the traveler or the salesman is going on. So let's say we label our cities A, B, C, and D. Okay. And there are links between the cities or routes, if you will. Um, and you can imagine these as maybe, I don't know, buses or roads or something like this. And you want to ask a couple of questions in the traveling salesman problem. So the most elementary, or maybe the first question you want to ask is, can the salesman um, find a route, path really, or cycle or circuit, so that they visit each city, oops, pardon me, each site exactly once. This is maybe one version of the traveling salesman problem. Is this possible? And if you think about this example, well, it sort of depends. So if the salesman just wants to go and visit each one of these uh, once, then yes, they can. However, if I were to modify this example a little bit, which I will, um, and put a city E in the middle here, then we might have a bit of an issue. And the reason is because, well, if I want to hit E, I could hit each city once, but I wouldn't be able to end where I started. So there are versions of the traveling salesman problem, one being that the salesman wants to return maybe home at the end of their route, and the other being um, that they just visit every single site once. Okay, so this is one of the traveling salesman problems that we'd like to solve, and you can think of all sorts of other versions of this where you replace the salesman with like a satellite that wants to visit planets, or some rover that wants to visit sites on the Mars, or there are different examples given in the book that you can look at. However, this is not not the full version of the problem. To sort of expand this problem, what you want to do is you want to consider costs. So in real life, the salesman has to pay a certain fare if they're taking a bus, say, for example, or maybe gas money if they're driving, that will add, certain costs to traveling between two given cities. So I don't know, you can say, okay, well, here's a cost function for all of the different routes. So if you have some kind of um, cost function, then there's a new traveling salesman problem, which is a more common version of this problem. And what does it ask? Well, it just says, all right, uh, well, which route is sort of least expensive? And is there, you know, a least expensive route um, where you only visit each site once? So there's sort of variants of this. So which route is least expensive? But I should say which route in which the salesman or the traveler visits each site once. Okay. So this is the basic problem, and in this chapter of the book, in these next few videos, we're going to explore a way of modeling this problem and how we can solve it. Okay,